All right, we're jumping right into this one because I just got home from work and this starts in a minute and a half. So today is going to be the Future Game Show and the Wholesome Direct VoD from earlier today that I didn't get to see because I was working. How's everyone doing? Is everything started up? Yes, good. Okay. I think this one has hosts, so I'm hoping, yeah, so this one's a pre-recorded one, so that we shouldn't have the volume issues that the IO one had last night, hopefully. Let's see if anyone else gets their game almost canceled today like Summer Games Fest did. The Splitgate 2 guy is having a rough 24 hours, we'll say. Howdy, Mitchcore. How you doing? 30 seconds. Probably because I bumped my quality to 1440. Yeah, also, didn't they originally say when they made Splitgate, the Splitgate 2 wasn't going to have microtransactions, and then it has, apparently right now has an $80, like purchase pack or something crazy? I get that it's skins and cosmetics and stuff, but $80? Come on. That is crazy money to spend on a free-to-play shooter game. Yeah, $30 for a white portal. I also have no idea what to expect from this one. Because usually the big money spends are on Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Fest. But this is usually some good stuff too. Yeah, this was what was it, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer, I think Frey said.
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Yeah. And they're really weird,
and welcome to the Future
CGI-looking
Game Show
stage.
Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer.
Those are some pants,
many video game
lady.
chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But
She's
we're
got,
here today joining forces
a
for a
foot
very
of cuff.
different reason.
That seems
Exclusive
crazy.
video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wish list any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed. Once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
They need a voiceover person for the world premiere thing. It doesn't hit the same.
Zafar, pull up Navtech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki.
Right, you hired two big industry voice actors. Get them to do it. Yeah, the Xbox guy is the standard, but
least we can do is get them out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
that's tomorrow.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
They drifting the spaceship? Oh, cat, why does that sound familiar? I don't even know if they were slowing. I think they were just drifting for the fun of it.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
That's cool as hell. Propulsion grenade.
They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Whoops.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'll cover you.
I say, throw no those fancy grenades. It's only a top-down one. It's kind of feeling like that might be.
Bird up high, shall
Although, like a Division type game, but sci-fi would be very cool.
What the hell happened here?
That's a zombie.
Hey, buddy.
Oh no, he's been crystalled. Oh, it's the Expanse. But it's third person at least. It's not top down. This is a TV show, right?
Glad you're still breathing.
Yeah, honestly, this looks all right. Yeah, that shows some promise. The most realistic picture,
What a
really.
way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse
Yeah,
yourself in the
everything's gonna be
universe of
UE5
the
now,
beloved
isn't it?
TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Halo's using UE5 now too? No kidding. Well, I mean, it's also like brand new, so I'm assuming it's gonna take them some time to get it like perfectly situated. I would hope.
I used to swear by my father's oath.
She got the magna boots too?
Protect the wards is to protect our people. And if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
Oh great, big bugs. She's got my favorite Jedi power. Force pull and stab.
Rin, take my hand. Rin!
I hear not the clamor of conquerors. The pestilence must be purged.
Gross.
Your father
God.
was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Yeah, I didn't even. You're right. There's no blood at all. That's crazy. It's got to be a rating thing, right? Yeah, this is not even rated. I wonder if they're just playing it safe for this first trailer.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a
Pretty sure
narrative-driven
you could
fantasy
show
adventure
some blood
coming
and still
later
be
this year.
teen.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
Evil Japanese woods. That's not realistic. That crow's not nearly loud enough. That crow would be like deafeningly loud at that close. Yeah, you're right. There was no effects, were there? Nah, there's some child singing in these woods, buddy. You need to leave. Blair Witch in Japan? That would be incredible, actually. Yeah, like... I'm also noticing that's a new trend. I played some of the demo for Hell Is Us, and there's no map at all. They're just like, you have to like listen to figure out where you're going and stuff. But also, is this just like a tech demo? Yeah, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that if that's what people want, but from the way that trailer looks, it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen or like you're gonna have like flashback. Yeah, spooky walking sim actually might be exactly
An isolated
it.
cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next
Oh,
up, we've
no,
got a
here we
trailer
go
for
with
an
this again.
open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins.
Are they gonna
Let's
have
check it
any
out.
voiceover for this trailer? Because if it's the same trailer from Summer Game Fest, it's the same trailer from Summer Game Fest. So we're back to Summer Game Fest is it? Okay, so different trailer, same complaint as the first one. As somebody who doesn't, I know that this is an anime and that's about it. Is like, I have no idea what's happening here. Yeah, that's a very different trailer. That's like a Shadow of the Colossus climbing thing. Not a very good anime, apparently. They need like some kind of voiceover. Like, have the voice people from the game come and say something. Because like plenty of games, the pre-register thing now, I think this is going to be a gacha game.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and
Like, it's
PS5.
gonna be their
and you
version
can pre-register
of
now
a,
at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in season 7 of
One of the
free-to-play
Hoyo
destructo
game. What was the
shooter,
first
The
one?
Finals. Let's take a look.
Genshin, yeah, it's going to be their anime Genshin, essentially.
Welcome to the future of the finals.
That was like, this is the finals. I knew from the announcer. Oh. What?
Where have you been?
What,
Ben, just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and
Hard
talk
cut.
about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
I feel like this child is not dragging that thing anywhere. Yeah, we've had enough guns. Now it's time for herding buffaloes. Buffalo things. I'll be honest though, I think this looks way more interesting than everything being UE5s. Like, this has a style to it at least, rather than everything that's just trying to be like super realistic Unreal 5. I actually feel like we've had a game like this before. I can't think of what it was called, but I could swear there was another game where you did like herding like this. Oh, you pick up more of them along the way, I guess. Maybe that's just the thing, is that nobody's using it for anything artistic. It's just everybody's trying to do super COD bro hardcore game.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death.
That was
This
UE5?
game
No
is helmed
kidding.
by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line,
It does make a lot
and
of sense
Robin
as to
Fink
how it
of
looked
Nine
like
Inch
that, though.
Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
Does Sleepawake sound familiar?
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Oh, maybe not.
Come along. This way.
They like trying to make a modern version of that like psychedelic like acid trip game from like the 2000s.
This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake!
Resisting the inevitable.
Yes, LSD, that was one. I was trying to remember. I was like, it's named after some drug.
Give me your idea.
Oh, there we go.
Sleep Awake is coming soon.
See, I really
so
don't
drop
like
it
that
on your
alarm
wish
sound, but I
lists.
know that's what they're
We've
going
got a developer
for.
presentation for Eric Sohn, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her
He's all I've got.
before he does.
This I think we've seen before. Maybe last year? She's like looking for her brother or something.
Eric Sohn is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth
we saw this
puzzle game
last year.
with a
For
very
either that or
strong
it's
emphasis
Game
on
Awards,
story,
one or the
where
other.
you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together.
It made
to
of course the
kind of
top-down game that
solve
you wanted
situations
before.
and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way. Where
Yeah, it looks like
everyone's involved.
like
It's in the
1900s
setting of
steampunk
the
stealth.
Scandinavian
Yeah.
nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored
Like,
me.
yeah,
I
they're
thought
right.
it was
The lighting
so
looked
beautiful.
great,
Then he said,
but-
okay, so Tio, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover
So
this
something like a
world.
movie means
Eric
insanely
Sohn
easy and
is
more of a tech
coming
demo.
to
Yep, and like a
Xbox,
lot of
PlayStation,
cinematics that you'll
Steam,
be
and
like,
Epic Game
you'll
Store,
quick time
and
event
we
for
have
because a bunch of
an
things are going to happen
exclusive
that you can't
trailer
actually
that we're
control.
about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Like, I'll give them, it looks beautiful. It's gorgeous. But how much of that are you going to see when you're 30 feet up in the air? Yeah, definitely. But also, I think there are like a lot of people that love stealth games like this, so it'll probably do fine. Oh, next month. All right.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got
Okay,
a
apparently
new
I was
trailer
wrong.
for
The
a
Epic Games Store
cel-shaded
does have
shooter with gameplay
wishlisting.
inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
Inspired by Stalker, but that is a lot more color than I think exists in a Stalker game. Okay, hold on. Did I mishear him? The cell shading, it looks like it. I can't wait to see how this is inspired by Stalker. Is it like, what if Stalker was underwater? What is that? How you doing, Justin? No, yeah, let's go back to the dinosaur. Hold on. Oh my god, this is not what I was expecting. What? Those are like two entirely different games they just showed us. What the hell was that? I'm so confused as to what I just saw. It's available now? What?
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance
I'm gonna
is
wish
up
list that,
next.
'cause I need to
A
look into that some
Metroidvania where you
more.
wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Live into my interests.
Oh, okay. So that last game, real quick before this one gets too far in, explore mysterious counter zones and brave dangers to find treasures in the ruins of Atlantis. Okay, so I sort of get how they're going, where the Stalker inspiration thing is coming from, because it sounds like you're going into, like, what do they call it in Stalker? The zone. This game I've seen on Twitter before. Yeah, it looks incredible. I'm hoping that there's a demo. Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. I want to see. I need to see good movement for a game like this. Oh yeah, no, I think they were just going by like using the zone as an inspiration rather than actual Chernobyl. Yeah, Constance has a demo. All right.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase.
I was distracted by the weird dinosaur in the diving suit, but if I didn't answer you, I'm doing great, Justin. Hope you're having a good weekend.
And the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
This is gonna be like a top-down CRPG, isn't it?
Tell us the whole story.
No wait, Titan Quest was like a Diablo-like, wasn't it?
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology.
I think of something
you really
else.
can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with
apparently thinking of Titan
ourselves,
Quest
some of which are
1.
from Titan Quest 1. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands. Why not
just say Hades,
well,
dude?
In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of
I think
Nemesis.
the first Titan Quest did pretty well, and considering the new Diablo, I think I remember hearing people weren't really impressed with some of the
Titan Quest 2 is very much a classic.
Yeah, also this doesn't
ARPG,
really have the
but
speed
we've
of
got
some
our
of
own
these.
twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given
Stuff looked
classes.
alright,
So
though.
you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
This doesn't actually have a release
From
date
there,
yet, so that
you
might
can
be
take
something
your
that
character
gets
in
worked in.
multiple
Is a little bit
directions.
more
The
like
mixed
AI
class is
speed.
something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasies of just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space. We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0
that's
launch,
fine. Like,
we'll
do
be
that.
putting out larger DLC packs.
Because a
which
game
will
like this,
include,
it could be so
additional
easy to just add a
chapters,
bunch of
so more
bullshit
content in general,
microtransactions
bosses,
in, and then
creatures, areas,
you've got plenty
as
of games where they
masteries,
keep
of
adding
course.
DLCs that
So Titan
what
Quest
people
2
would
will
pay
be
for.
coming to
So-
Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already. And we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
Trying to find just Titan Quest 1. There's apparently so many DLCs for it.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Just wandering around.
I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
Puzzle adventure?
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking
Cthulhu
secrets.
game? Can't tell.
Dizzying marvels.
I'm trying to think of something that came out in 2020 that's a puzzle game that.
For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
I don't know what that's a sequel to.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
No idea what that's a sequel to,
Catch you
huh?
later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Yeah, and they didn't say what it's a sequel to either, so okay.
Okay, so while
Sizzle
I go make
real
sure
time?
there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
It was
I'll
his
stay
game.
here.
He's one of the voice actors in it. That's
Free
why.
bio course. How hard could it be? Hard.
Yeah, flag run. Wrong game, guys. Wrong. Nope. Uh-oh.
Somebody
really fucked up this export.
Consoles, so get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
Somebody really screwed up this export.
It's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye. Okay.
They're getting
so
fired. I
while go
hope
make
not.
sure there's no other voice
And then,
actors
but
hanging on set,
also like,
we'll
this is
bump
why,
around
especially
some
for something this
trailers.
important, you watch your video
I'll stay
again.
here.
Take two.
Free bio course.
Roll it
How hard
again.
could it be?
I don't think I remember seeing other monsters in the flag game though, apparently. Unless there's no way there's another flag game, right? No, this is the same one. Okay. No, wasn't the flag game in space? This is a second capture the flag game. Oh no.
Capture the flag on crack.
That's just what's her face from Monster Hunter Wild, that the blacksmith. That was just Gemma.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist.
This is a sequel to a different game, I think. Pretty sure this is a sequel to like Eidolon Veil of the Witch.
After a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis
Also,
on
I
speed
appreciate the hell out of them
and
just
talent.
saying, here's what the game is.
That means a
There's so
small
many trailers
party,
we saw over the last
tight
couple
battle
days
maps,
that I'm like, I don't know how the hell you play
drop
this.
you in just a few hits.
DF gonna be the new extraction shooter? Oh, don't
Stand a
worry.
chance you'll
There's
have
still
to master
plenty of
each
extraction
ally's
shooters to
unique
go
kit,
around.
Whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this
Yeah,
rock-solid
it was a
core
game
is a branching,
mixtape.
roguelike structure
I've seen the
focused on
trailer
skill
twice
in
now
the
in
face
2
of
different showcases. I still don't know how you play it.
Face off against
I get
cool
the vibe. They
bosses.
want to go for like the 90s music and hanging out with your friends and stuff, but what do you
Get
do?
shipwrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch.
Okay,
Early
the other one was
access
Lost
available now
Eidolon
on Steam,
something
and
of the
coming soon
Witch,
to
because I do
Xbox,
recognize that
PS5,
name.
and Nintendo Switch.
Also, because it seems like that with that kind of game, it doesn't. Not that this is a problem, but it didn't seem like there was a lot else going on outside of the gameplay. It seems like a lot of it takes place in that. So rather than having some like pre-rendered like CG trailer thing that's never going to show you what the game actually looks like. I thought they were shooting. Now they're doing puzzles. No idea what's happening in this game. This is too much gameplay. Now there's so many things happening. I don't know what this is. Sure. Okay. That's I thought originally I was like, oh, this is gonna be like Fall Guys, but then there was shooting, and then like
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy.
this is just Power Wash Sim but firefighters, right? That would be like the smartest way to do this game.
Gotta go scout the area.
I love the hardcore gruff guy. Gonna scout out this fire, bro. Oh no, not again.
Please, get me out of here.
Heroes. The world
Oh,
is
no more firefighters. The fires are done.
sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom.
It's weird because Future Game 2 never has this problem. You know what? I think I may have cursed it. I mentioned earlier that this was pre-recorded. I was like, they're not going to have problems that IO had last night. Just kidding.
Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer.
Audit villains?
According to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
What this probably is they had a few places that they were gonna like splice in a different trailer, and they put pieces that. Oh no! Oh, we're back to the firefighters.
Dispatch to Unit 1.
They were moving bits of. I have a feeling I know exactly what happened because I do this when I'm editing stuff. I'll move something off to the side. Oh nope, nope, nope. We're back to this one. You move pieces of the video around because you want to like rearrange how something is shown, but then you got to go back and clean up those bits and make sure that everything flows right.
As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs,
Otherwise, you have things like this
everything
happen.
is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find
I feel bad.
who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
I just hope we get to see one of these trailers all the way through.
Titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
I almost want. Hey, you know what? I am gonna, since we've seen this part of this already. What is the chat saying right now?
We, the members of the United
I saw it just freeze for a second.
Hereby announce a strike.
It is absolutely getting worse. Yeah.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job in their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its help?
We're stuck in a time loop.
With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
All right, I kind of got distracted from this trailer. The initial premise I thought was interesting, but I didn't pay attention to how you're actually doing this now.
Newest agent to the cause. Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and
I
Arcane
do love the
Affairs
idea of getting
today.
dragging a parking ticket, though.
Oh, that's one for the critters.
All right, I'm gonna put that on my
The Bureau
wish list
of
and I'll look at it
Fantastical and
later.
Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different.
Was it
This one's for the fans of
Fantastical-
shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
Oh God! Oh no, there's Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs. I found it. Anime time. Oh, this is the waifu shooter game. I got a trailer for this. I've got a key for this before. I should have played it. I actually meant to and I forgot. Mr. Nova? Nope, this is called WTF. So Tactical Waifu Tactical Force. Something like that. It's just all anime waifus just... Oh no, not again! We're being haunted by this dragon game. It may be fun, well, you're not going to get to find out. No waifus allowed. Waifus are canceled.
With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
Oh boy. That's so fucked up. Bray said that somebody just super chatted the YouTube stream and said, consider this, donate this towards their severance pay, whoever edited this.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this
Reroll the
And
waifu
now for
footage.
something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Waifus, take two. Wait, there's a base builder? Wait, you skipped the whole trailer! Oh no!
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC.
I didn't know it was only
You can jump
3v3.
into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action
Keely
platformer
sent his
inspired
hitmen.
by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
I feel so bad for these games. We saw, oh, this is a different trailer from the one before. Also, when they called it a paper airplane, how is it an origami crane? While I was watching this, I was tweeting at about I was like, man, I feel so bad for these games, and I yelled, give me the waifus. I was like, should I tag Future Game Show? And I realized I don't think they ever approved me to co-stream. So yeah, I tagged them in it.
PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Game Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound
When you pay
survival
your
MMO.
editors from Wish or Fiverr. Are they still making Eve side games?
Eve Frontier is an invitation.
This isn't even AI editing, because it wouldn't be repeating random sections like that. I know exactly how this happens.
And modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development.
Yeah, it wouldn't accidentally go backwards like that.
In the amazing survival
or skip forwards, actually.
Sandbox we have created.
It would be nonsensical, but it wouldn't be random bits
When
of
we made
old
Online,
video
we very
like
much
that.
wanted to make a sandbox
I
experience.
would guess, actually. I don't know
where
how
most
AI
of the
editing
things
looks.
And the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform.
Not only just Eve, but new Eve. Like, Eve is one of those games that I think is just kind of chugging along in the background, just making $1 billion a day or something stupid. But
that both read and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform that are built
it took me a second to realize that they were like coding the game, and I thought that was just somebody playing Eve.
And what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely.
Eve Online, the spreadsheet simulator. Like, people make jokes about Satisfactory being
Founder access for
spreadsheets,
Eve
but
Frontier is available now, and you can head to evefrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history
Arcade
of
F1, huh? Okay. Oh my god, they're so funny looking. They look like the pug version of an F1 car. That's not the first time, really. Back in the I never even heard of that, huh? I like how you just a head in the car. That's an interesting way to do pit stops. They put it on
Formula
everything.
Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling.
Why
with
wouldn't?
our ones to
Oh,
play
you know, it's
section,
probably
which is a future game show.
One is probably stupid
It's a
and wanted them to
montage of
pay
exciting
for the
games
license.
You can play on Steam right after the show.
So if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
What the hell?
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A
Does it have
menacing
tank controls
illness
though?
descended on
Go
the
for full
town
realism?
at peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
And it looks like it.
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command.
The thing is, I don't even mind roguelites, but the problem is everything's trying to be one now.
City in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure.
Just like keep talking, nobody explodes,
That
but
was
a
our
different, like
ones
a
to play
full video
montage.
game.
Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Is this that one that we saw yesterday too? Was it called Ahoy? I don't think it was. I think it was a little more cartoony than this.
Every voyage begins with a plan. A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall.
Yeah, I think this one is going for like big time
It is in our
realism.
nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become.
Voyages are not measured in gold or jewels. Tell that to the royalty that was paying for those expeditions, because I don't think they would agree. No, we had a good time. That's what's really important.
So we chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
No gameplay though. So that is definitely very early.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Nah, because I'm curious. How much money are they looking for?
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam.
Never mind,
or
that
the
website
Epic
is
Game
not
Store.
going to
The
load.
spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that,
Is that Pummel Pals again?
is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
Yeah, it's they made a choice there. A little too fast, guys.
Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike.
This feels like it should be a mobile game, and it would be a good mobile game, but I don't know about this on a computer.
Players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year.
Yeah.
You can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out
Yeah,
the
also,
free
look,
demo
what a
on
perfect
Steam.
Switch game that would be.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets,
Yeah,
and
this would probably be
customers
fine
on
for
your
a
way to
sim
crafting
game
a
if people
golfer's
want it.
paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascends to Zero is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world.
Whoop.
To help with that unfortunate
The last surviving
predicament,
human of
you can freeze time
Hohoy.
to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the
Out the funding drive for Ahoy at
no.
ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The spotlight montage is
I
up
feel
next,
so bad because
say
like the
goodbye to
games
our
in this
corporeal
montage seem like
bodies
they're like
and hello to
smaller
our
development teams.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary
no.
is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant. Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Did they
Now
need
let's
to
take
clarify
look
a
at
free
Under
demo?
Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles
The
between,
Ahoy page
you'll manage
will not
staff,
even load
budgets,
still.
and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascends to Zero is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish lists.
Or that's the basic paid demos. Yeah,
Or,
but it's
how
really.
about Animal
Oh, this is
Kind?
not Pummel
This
Pals.
is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters.
This is a
in
town builder?
mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for
What?
materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can
That's
sign up for the alpha playtest.
Not
which
at
is
all what I
arriving
was
in
expecting.
July.
All right.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast.
Yes,
The
this Don't Wake the
developers have
Beast
sent
actually looks
over
really
an
good. I am
intricate overview, so
interested
I'll
to
set
try
this one out.
this.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is
It
to
is at least
steal
a
as
stealth
many
game, but
treasures
it's
as possible
not a
and run
more
away from the
interesting
beast.
idea.
The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But
Animal
when you
Crossing with
fail,
mechs?
there's
Yeah.
always another run. My game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
Oh, I didn't realize that was that far
We're
away.
rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world. Inspired by
It's like
Pikmin, this
cult
cute
Pikmin,
and creepy
yeah.
multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to
So
PC.
Cult of the
and you
Lamb
can
mixed
wishlist it
with
on Steam.
Pikmin, which I'm okay with. However, I
That
just
was our
forgot the name of
Spotlight
it.
montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum,
Well,
the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel
20.
movements to survive.
Yeah, well, are you ready for the most insane
listen.
trailer
I love
I think
video
I remember
games.
yesterday?
Peggy 18.
I can't think of anything more devastating anyone could ever want to say than I'd rather buy WinRAR. That's not even the first game to have penis sliders. What are they upset about? No, so they're showing people's negative reviews to the game. Oh, $40 though. I was gonna say that might be funny to try, but
If
$40.
those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen
Oh,
right now
because
for a
all
chance
these
to win
damn
one of
special
100
characters.
keys
Get the
for
hell
Scum
out of here.
1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just
Ray
have to
Hammer
jump
time,
in with the
please.
rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based
It's
survival
usually,
shooter.
I'm not faulting them for it. Just for
Here's the
something that
latest
I don't
trailer
know if I'm gonna
for
like.
Death
$40 is a big ask. Yeah, I know.
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur
This Left 4 Dead zombies, Left 4 Dead dinosaurs, because I hope so.
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing heights comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with.
Yeah, I think that's why they specifically used that one kind because of the size.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these.
Is this a horror game?
Putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
Okay, but what is it?
By a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favorite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Yeah, I'll throw that on my wish list. I'm kind of curious to see more on that. So you said interesting concept. I just need to
launching into Steam
see
Early
some actual
Access later this
gameplay.
year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am
Similar
refusing
games
to
you've
acknowledge
played
that.
Lethal Company and
Let's move on with
Repo.
our second ones to watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's
Steam
new
page says
weird
it's a horror
action-adventure
game.
Hell is Us.
So I played the demo for this some. I recorded it.
What happened here?
I don't know what to think of this game yet. It is
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belatet.
beautiful.
And I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell Is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called
horror
Hell Is
Death
Us.
Stranding.
So the game is definitely like
yeah, because of the drone that sits on his back. That was the first thing I thought too.
Rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. Yeah, he was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find
Also, the demo is
answers.
long.
This thing that games do now.
I played for almost an hour, and I don't even know if I'm close to finishing it.
The exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker.
So it looks like Death Stranding, but it plays like almost like a Souls type of game because you've got blocking and parrying and charge attacks and stuff.
Are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about
this was actually the first game I was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, they specifically tell you there's no map.
And like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes.
They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns and it's
the old man that you saw also tells you that like the path you need to follow, you need to like listen for wind chimes to kind of tell you where you're going.
Especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. You know, no game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery. Yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell Is Us without talking about our monsters and the enemies.
Monster design is really interesting. Like these like hollow face creature things
human negative emotions.
that also have like sometimes you have to fight multiple things at once.
So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the Hollow Walker represents a bit. So it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, you know. So you'll be able to play Hell Is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right.
Yeah, that's just kind of what they do when they move around.
This one's an action adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached out and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
What? Hold on, who the hell was that lady? Oh, okay. Someone saw Splatoon. It was like, we can do that. Line Ranger, howdy, Omar. I'm just curious what the like little slime form is for, besides just moving faster, or is it just is that what she is originally? The music's great. Love the art there, but that was Whiplash. Whiplash is a great way to explain that.
Yes, Karlek herself and the awesome Jasmine Bular in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can watch it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next.
I was gonna say, I have no idea how much longer this is because it's repeated itself so many times. I don't know where the hell we actually are.
Blessed to live in times of peace. But our city is not without its enemies. The demons above. And
Yeah,
the
I love this 2D,
beasts
3D
below.
look the games have been doing lately.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible.
Oh, this is like
It's time the three of you learn the true.
there's another
purpose of
game
the
that had
bishops.
like this where time. Oh, like a
We recruit
JRPG
from the
super
finest
hot.
soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that? We gave you those robes for a reason. Damn, I love the church.
Yeah, interesting idea. Oh, that's a lot. That's oh, that text is hard to read. Is this a game that's out already? Can't even tell if it's like an actual bullet hell or if it's just like a shoot 'em up. No, yeah, it's a bullet hell. Okay, never mind. Ring jump. Damn. How do I say that? Buxton? Hey, another town builder. Oh, wait, we've seen this before. I recognize this. Adventure game? Nope. What if it was also a farming town builder? We'll use all the robot arm, though. Get your Robo Shark. I don't think it had co-op before, though. Linked. Yeah, okay. It's also apparently out. Another roguelike. Just only a little bit. Maybe it doesn't have as much farming as I thought at first, then. That bonk? Oh my god, Joe and Mac? Wow. Thank you, Omar. How many people here have ever heard of this game before? Even this series before? Kickstarter was dead? No, Kickstarter still makes a lot of money. This makes sense for a Kickstarter, though, because they need to know that enough people actually remember these games to care about this collection.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to the...
Except the last one, because that's not a...
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling
Is that our
closer
third
look at the
Kickstarter
next
for
game
this
from the minds
thing,
behind
actually?
Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity. and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games.
So it's the thing in space? But from the, from Supermassive, this might be crazy.
We're going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Like 5, yeah, I remember my dad playing it. I won't play this either, but I will watch somebody play this.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
See, it's kind of the same, but I enjoy watching them. So I watch somebody else play it. They get to make all the decisions, and then that's good enough for me.
We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken.
Oh, okay, I see what they do. So this way you can see the alternate paths without having to go all the way back and restart the full game.
You can
Okay.
rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode
is that Berserk?
prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
I'm sorry, are they putting filters in the deluxe edition?
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025. And if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator with a meticulous control.
I'm surprised how much attention Cairn is getting.
To tell you more.
Cairn is
So it's a cool idea. I just would never have expected to see this much of it at like all these game shows.
No one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice
what is that
walls
robot?
that
Hold
require
on.
you to use ice axes and spikes.
The hell is that?
But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system
Bread
also
memories?
supports
Oh,
mixed
no.
climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the most strategic route to the top. Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year. And you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after
Apparently
the
it's
show.
a little robot
What's next,
that
Matt?
spikes
We're
your
mixing things up with a double
safety
bill of
ropes.
trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Did she just have her full ass out? No, it's white pants with just some really convenient shading. Okay. Oh, wait. No, okay, because her face is not the same shade. Okay, yeah, legally distinct RE. They had to include that camera shot, too. Legally obligated climbing down a ladder, ass into camera shot. This is some boomer shooter ass game right here. Like, this looks like Dusk. Is he a mosquito? Really curious, were they just holding a mushroom? Wait. Are you a mouse? Hold on a minute. That can't be the same. Okay, that... They just cut off the end of that.
Hello,
we're back to
PC,
this.
PlayStation, and Xbox. So give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic
Rip
Games
to hella. I have no
Moving
idea what you look
swiftly
like
on,
now.
It's time for a look at Ludo.
Oh,
This is a psychological
no, I wanted to
thriller
see the
where
mouse
protagonist
game.
is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
How can you distinguish between what is
God,
real
what was it called? I thought it was Ludo, but I
and
just
what
typed that and it's not coming up.
Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake?
Well, Rip to the mouse.
Like a trick.
So Omar, the this show has been falling apart. I thought Ludo was the name of the mouse game. Wait, what was the name of the mouse game? I thought it was also something with it was a 4-letter thing with L, wasn't it? Oh my god. You're killing me, future game show.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Will we get to see it though? People
Hello everyone. I'm
looking up the
excited
tweets for the
to be a
future
part
game
of
show is
Future Game Show
somebody said, what the hell is
2025.
going on with this show?
There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many
Yeah,
of you
PlayStation.
know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Trins. Synapse.
Shuhei
is my
Ishida is great,
favorite video
and
game
he
of
pretty
all
much quit
time,
PlayStation because
and
they were
I'm
going to make him
honored
like work
to
on like
present
this
this
stupid
new
ass small team or something. And he was just like,
groundbreaking
I'm just
title from the team.
leaving.
If you are at
Like
Summer
the
Game Fest,
disrespect.
I shall see you on the show floor at the end.
Not playing Star Wars. Oh, that makes sense.
It is my pleasure to introduce
The bugs are going to
you
find us no matter
to
what.
Reach.
YouTube is experiencing technical streaming issues. If alternate, they're trying to blame YouTube.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on
Ludo is
Steam
back.
or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from
Oh
a very
my
special
god!
someone.
Hold. Let me see if I can find the. I don't even know if I should switch to the Twitch one
Hello,
now
everyone.
because it's. Oh.
I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have
know,
a
that's
bit
why
more
I'm
time
saying.
to play them these days.
open this up literally and add. Dude, this is so many games ahead. I don't even know what we would have. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna switch to the Twitch one, I guess.
My favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present.
Let's see if this VR game can actually work correctly first.
From the team.
The IGN feed. Let's
Summer
see.
Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the End Dreams booth.
Ads.
Create AI-powered highlight reels instantly.
I hate with your AI crap. Let me skip it.
Lenovo Legion.
Thankfully, they're short ones, but man, what a mess. Well, ripped whatever that VR game is. Apparently, we're never going to get to find out what it was.
Most of glamping has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon? Get on your dancing shoes.
This game is so good.
Patapon is up next.
And I only played a play test. It wasn't even the demo that was working correctly. Actually, I'm gonna go download this demo now before I forget again. The music in this is so addicting. Oh good, it looks like the stuff in town works now because like all of this was not in the playtest. Perry will be happy to know that you can still listen to them yell "Fever!" They like kept that sound effect. Whoever's playing this is playing terribly. Everybody's just dying.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th.
Gonna be great.
There's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. An
That
interactive
is
70s twist on the beloved detective
quite a
mystery.
follow-up to
don't you know?
the little animal war rhythm game. Now, Agatha Christie.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
What? Is that the guy from Hello Neighbor?
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you.
then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Sure. Like, it just seems like a mystery, like,
Death
puzzle
on the
game.
Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can watch
Yeah, that's the thing, is if you're a murder mystery fan, it'll probably be amazing.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer
Reverse
too much, but let's
Hitman.
just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Scooby-Doo? Wait, did I actually call it? I did. Oh, get out of here.
Soinks, Laura.
Shaking my head
Splatoon
extremely
Scooby-Doo
disappointedly.
is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia: The Old Country. Here's all the gory details.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up.
Yeah, we're gonna end with
for
Mafia,
what
the
might be
game
to
that I'm
come in
pretty
the
sure has been,
future,
like,
going
featured
back
on a
to
lot of things
1900
before.
Sicily. So the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where organized crime first really came from.
In Mafia: The Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks.
I think the Mafias were like GTA-likes, if I remember correctly.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia's always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more.
So if this was an
emotional
hour and a
and
half show,
meaningful.
then it's only
We've
like
been
a
able
couple
to
more
capture
minutes of this,
incredible
right?
nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story
Kind
to
of a
life.
better story. I
And as
just
a
meant,
little
like,
taste of what's in
gameplay-wise, it
store,
was like a-
We've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment.
Well, I
in
think it was like a
Enzo's
little
story.
bit slower, because I remember seeing some of the driving from like the original couple of Mafias.
Come forward.
GTA adjacent, yeah, okay. I gotcha.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life
Decision
is
making,
one of
huh?
secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one
Open world service story, gotcha.
is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes. I do.
then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
British Destiny, go with Peaky Blinders. I think there was a Peaky Blinders game, wasn't there? Or was it like a Telltale thing or something? The lip.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, was the hand.
I swear my loyalty.
I never fixed the quality, did I? Because boy, that looks like ass. There we go.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn.
I don't think that fixed it much. This bitrate is rough.
I will not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Weird, because YouTube usually does way better with the bitrate stuff, unless they just don't have it set up well.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Isn't that gonna sting like hell? Oh, that's coming out soon. That's probably why they had this as the last part of here.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
I've literally never heard of this game.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the Spark!
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk your role with
interesting
such
concept
a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again to pull this dude a little closer, hit him with a huge combo across all 3 timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini. Look, watch up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam. And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Yeah, agreed. The game looks interesting. That was a lot in that video.
So pop it on your wish lists. All right. What have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Creasel, Theater of Idols. This is a
What?
first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm going to pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son, guide my path.
BioShock and RE are very different types of... I don't know what I'd call BioShock horror.
As the shadows of the abyss close in.
Yeah.
Let yours.
Oh, okay. BioShock as like a style.
banish them.
Yeah, definitely BioShock is a style because of how this looks. Whoop. Wear your seatbelt, kids.
Let my flesh turn to ash.
Oh.
May ascend to you.
Oh, and BioShock because like the atoms in your blood were how you used your powers before and stuff. All right, I'm not saying the RE part though. Now this is very much BioShock.
Consumed in your flames for all eternity. Now.
Oh, RE's gunplay.
Crisol.
Maybe I'm just used to seeing more BioShock. Like that art looked cool.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me. Crisol Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year. And your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Mr. X will follow you.
Well,
yeah, what is their version of a Big Daddy?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
okay,
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Oh, I just realized why this trailer looks like ass. This is the Twitch stream. Oh no, this is still IGN's on YouTube, isn't it?
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, weird. The bit rate's just garbage, apparently. Okay, well,
daughters of
I tried.
To these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come,
horror
step
game.
forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden.
I'm realizing now this is gonna all be CG like scenery and no actual like anything. So I think this is way too early in whatever this is announced for, right? Yeah, like we've got a.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
You gotta show us something. All right, cool. It's.
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Was that supposed to be like a
That was your
damn mic
first
drop
look at
moment at the
Ritual
end? You
Tides,
didn't show
a
us the
terrifying odyssey where you
game.
tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark
In
your calendars for that.
3
However,
months?
that does mean we've reached the
2
very
months.
end of this year's summer showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase, as well as the dream-weaving developers who put their all into those amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
All right, so I was actually talking to Frey about this before. I was going to play Night Rain later because I figured that people would be on playing later, but apparently Gal's playing right now. So maybe I will delay, or maybe I'll just do Wholesome tomorrow before Xbox or something.
Amazing work as host, but it is not over yet. As you might be able to tell, there are some new stars in town. That being myself,
Let me mute him for a minute. I'm gonna have to do some setting up for a YouTube stream for Elden Ring.
We are bringing you today some exclusive new trailers, demo drops, release date announcements, and of course, world premieres.
In fact,
Hold
let's
on,
start with
hold
our
on
very first exclusive. It is
1 second. I
our
gotta
very
stop this.
first
This is still
world
playing in
premiere.
my ear of them talking. Okay, there we go. Let's switch to oh. Gotta fix something. Rid of the extra me. There we go. Where is this still playing? Oh, on the short stream. All right. If you're on YouTube, let me. Actually, I don't think anyone is there. All right. Said hi. Oh, how you doing, Zoe? Wait, did you say hi? It never showed me that you said anything before. Well, if you said hi before, hello. It never showed it to me. Hello. I'm going to set up a stream for Night Rain real quick before I end these. That way I can just send people right over to the new one. I just realized this is still just playing in the background here, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. It's like discount Pirates of the Caribbean music that I keep hearing. Okay, let's set these up to forward to the new stream. All right, so if you're on YouTube, it's going to send you over to the new stream. We'll be starting back up in just a couple minutes. See you soon.